Hey everyone! So today I'm here to review the Sephora Favorites Give Me Some Nude Lip Set. It retails for $28 US, $33 in Canada, and contains 4 deluxe sized and 1 full sized lip product in cream to matte finishes. It is said to be a multi-brand lip set with 5 lip color must-haves for the perfect nude lip. Breaking the individual item prices down, this set is an $86 US or $103 Canadian value. Milky Way is a medium muted brown beige with warm undertones and a satin finish. The packaging is a square plastic tube which mimics the full-sized version, and it has no noticeable scent or taste. This shade applied smoothly, mostly even, and semi-opaque. I found that my natural lip pigmentation did show through in some areas due to the thinner consistency, but overall it was comfortable throughout wear. Milky Way lasted 4 hours before fading. In comparison, MAC's Kind of Sexy was more pink, MAC's Velvet Teddy was darker and more pink, and the Too Faced Melted Chocolate Honey was lighter and more peach. Primrose is a medium plum rose with warm undertones and a matte finish. The packaging is a retractable style pencil with no noticeable scent or taste. And I did want to mention real quick that my pencil isn't actually attached on the inside. It still twists up and down just fine, but if you turn it a certain way, the whole little pencil can slide out on its own. It's very weird. The texture was soft, smooth, and lightly creamy, which made it very easy to apply without tugging or dragging on the lips or creating jagged edges. It had nice color payoff, and it did feel drying when worn alone, but it did help with the performance and longevity of other products when layered. Primrose wore well for 4.5 hours before fading. In comparison, Bite Beauty's Pepper was similar but glossy. Kat Von D's Lolita was darker and muted. Marc Jacobs' Infamous was brighter and more pink, and the Sephora collection Marvelous Mauve was darker and muted. Dolce Vita is a light rose beige with warm undertones and a glossy finish. The packaging is a square matte black tube with a silicone texture, and the product itself has no noticeable scent or taste. This is also a full-sized product. This shade applied smoothly, mostly even, and sheer. I felt that it took several good passes to just get a hint of color to the lips, and even still my natural lip pigmentation was visible. So just keep in mind that the transparency of this shade will cause it to look different on everybody, since your natural lips pigmentation does influence the outcome color. Dolce Vita wore well for 3.5 hours and felt lightly hydrating. Whisper is a light muted nude beige with warm undertones and a creamy luminous finish. The packaging is a wooden crayon style pencil that does require sharpening. The standalone pencils that you can buy individually do come with a pencil sharpener in the little tin, but the one in the set didn't, so you will need to have a larger barrel sharpener in order to sharpen these, so that was kind of a downfall. This shade applied smoothly, evenly, and had nice color payoff. Due to the lighter nature of this shade, I did find that the color lightly settled into lip lines, but it was only really noticeable on a closer inspection, and it never caused it to look uneven on the lips. It had a light creamy consistency that was comfortable throughout wear and never felt drying. Whisper lasted 5 hours before fading. In comparison, ColourPop's Choker was similar but less pink. Kat Von D's Noble was lighter and more pink, and Stila's Caramello was muted and more gray toned. Namaste is a light peach beige with warm undertones and a mostly matte finish. The packaging was a plastic lip gloss style tube with a very long, slightly angled velvet applicator. The product itself has a rather strong minty type scent, but I didn't notice that it could be tasted. The texture was much thicker and more mousse-like than your standard type of liquid lipstick formula. I also found it to be much drier and more powdery on the lips. I felt that the formula was very clumpy, almost like it wasn't mixed properly, and it had a slippery consistency which made it difficult to apply cleanly and get clean edges. On the plus side, it did have bold pigmentation, but once dry the product did crack, and it really accentuated any fine lines or imperfections or drier areas on the lips. Namaste wore well for 3.5 hours and felt drying. In comparison, Clinique's Beige Pop was darker, more pink and glossy, and Kat Von D's Noble was more pink. So overall, while the colors may not complement every skin tone, the set did feature a nice variety of products and finishes. It was really nice to see the brand include a lot of new, really popular products. Sets like this are great because the deluxe sizes make it really easy to try out different products and formulas without committing to a full-sized tube. Personally, I found the traditional lipsticks to be a little on the sheer side and the liquid lipstick was very drying, but I was really delighted to discover the NUDESTIX lip pencil. It's not something that I typically would have found in Sephora and tried out on my own, and it's quickly become a favorite. I really like the formula of it, so I was happy to pick this set up. So if you've been wanting to try any of the shades or any of the formulas, then this set is definitely worth checking out. So be sure to let me know in the comments below if you did pick the set up or if you've tried any of the individual products and what your thoughts are on them. As always, don't forget to check out my blog for more details, photos, and swatches, as well as like, comment, and subscribe to show your support. If you'd like to give me a follow, I will have all of my social media listed here, as well as down in the description. As I always say, I hope you found this review helpful and hope that you're having a fantastic day, and thank you so much for watching.